Rockstar's new Red Dead Online update from earlier this week is a perfect opportunity for new and longtime players to jump in, get some heavily discounted items to make their gameplay sessions more enjoyable, lucrative, and worthwhile with new content. Welcome back, Hazard Gang, to another episode of my Red Dead Online Buyer's Guide series, where we go in depth with everything on offer this week. So if you are thinking about spending any of your hard-earned money, you can be sure to get any and all information you need from these types of videos so you can make more informed purchases as a player and you won't waste a single cent of the cash or gold you grinded for. So if you enjoy this video at any point or just find it helpful, let me know by dropping a like on this video. And if you want to stay up to date and in the loop with everything Red Dead Redemption 2 and Red Dead Online, consider hitting that subscribe button with your bell notifications turned on. Before the tips and tricks in regards to this week's discounts on all items, let's start off first with simple tasks you can do to actually get extra discounts on items. So we'll start all bounty hunters. If you own the bounty hunter license, you can get 30% off any horse here in game, and that's great. I will just list some of my top favorites here. If you want like the ultimate horse, the Black Arabian is going to be it for you. It's a heavily slept on horse, of course, because of how expensive it is. One of the most expensive horses. It's not the most expensive anymore, but I tend to go for the other horses here in game. A close second will be the max level Moonshiner horses, so the Norfolk Roadsters. Those are going to be your best bet if you're not looking for that Black Arabian. I have a spreadsheet on all the best horses if you want to check them out. If you're not interested in the Norfolk Roadster, because those are the fastest horse in the game as well, faster than the Brindle Thoroughbred, for those of you who are familiar with that horse. The Criollo and the max level Collector horses are a great choice here, the level 21 specifically. And then of course, if you're not interested in the Norfolk Roadsters or the Criollos, Turkomans and Foxtrotters will also be your best bets in terms of normal level unlocked horses. You unlock the Foxtrotters, the mid-level 50s, and the Turkomans at the low-level 60s, and the new Foxtrotter variants in game actually do not have a level at all. And so this is a perfect opportunity for you to get 30% off a horse, a very, very good horse, without either being max level in a certain role or max level or close to max level in the 50s and 60s in terms of the normal Red Dead Online ranks before you stop unlocking new stuff. Now, if you complete a legendary bounty this week, you also get 30% off any weapon of your choice. Again, we had a top 5 best weapons video here on the channel very recently where I basically framed it as if I was restarting, fresh character, level 1, no money, no gold, no XP earned, these would be the top 5 weapons I would want to get first to help me out, and I highly recommend you check out that video. But just sort of for your information here, the Lancaster is going to be my favorite repeater. It's highly accurate, got a great reload speed, it holds 14 rounds to the chamber, great fire rate, and decent damage despite the game rating it as the repeater with the lowest damage in the game. It doesn't feel like a weak repeater at all, so you were good to go on that front. The bolt action rifle is also very solid, and I want to circle around to the bolt action rifle as well because there's also a separate discount on that and something else we'll get into a little bit later on in this video. But overall, Lancaster repeater, bolt action rifle. If you're a naturalist, you're going to want the varmint rifle so you can buy those sedative rounds to sedate your legendary animals or normal animals in the game to fill up your animal field guide and sell those stamp collections over to Harriet if that's something you want to do. On top of that, you want a good shotgun of choice. I roll with the double barrel shotgun for PvP and also for PvE a little bit. It's really fun, but overall in PvE, battling out NPCs, I want to have a shotgun with a lot of ammo, and so my first choice is surely going to be the pump action shotgun. 5 rounds, great bullet spread, great damage range, and despite the game saying that the repeating shotgun is actually better in terms of range and damage at range, I find that to be not necessarily true just because of the accuracy. I mean, if you go with painted black, you're going to be good to go with the repeating shotgun, but the repeating shotgun is just a little bit too accurate when you're moving and you're trying to take out a target from further range for like what a shotgun is supposed to be used for. You know, the repeating shotgun is kind of meant to be used as that long range shotgun, but if you're not using painted black, you'll find yourself missing some shots, whereas if you were using the pump action, you'd figure, oh, this won't be a one-hit kill. But it actually is, because the pump action bullet spread is pretty tight despite the bloom circle not being the tightest out of any of the other shotguns in the game. So you will probably enjoy both of those. Again, double barrel PvP, pump action shotgun with a close second choice being the repeating for PvE. Now, in terms of this week as well, you can get 5 gold bars off the Naturalist and the Collector. Personally, unless you already have Trader, I would recommend you not spend the 5 gold bars on a Naturalist because it's still going to cost 20 gold bars as a whole. The Collector, though, it usually costs 15, and of course with the 5 gold bars off this week, it's going to cost 10 gold bars. This is a excellent excellent roll if you're just starting out and you want to get a ton of money in the game. I would actually recommend for anyone who hasn't purchased a single roll yet in Red Dead Online to get the collector first, especially this week if you don't have it. This is why. You can check out this link in the description down below. It's labeled the Gene Rocky RDO Collectors Map. It shows you every single collectible in every single location, updated in real time every single day. Now, disclaimer, the collector roll was slightly nerfed in the Naturalist update to where there's different types of collectibles. There's diggable items and there's non-diggable items. Non-diggable items are like the wildflowers, bird eggs, alcohol bottles, 14 of the 15 heirlooms, and then of course the 4 tarot card sets. Diggable items would be 1 out of the 15 heirlooms, the coins, the 4 jewelry sets, and the fossils. Diggable items are ones that are randomized now, so even if you're using the map to get the location of an item, you won't necessarily get guaranteed that specific item anymore. But the non-diggable items you can collect every single day for a lot of money. You get a 1500 XP sell bonus when you sell items as a set, and I highly recommend you reference that map anyway. You can collect all the non-diggable items every single day to sell your guaranteed set of that collection set. And then the diggable items, you know, despite some items having a very low spawn chance, like the coins, 3 of the coins have as low of a spawn as 2%, so it kind of takes a while to get a coin set together now for you to sell unless you're lucky to loot it off an NPC or something. But I do highly recommend you definitely get that roll and just collect the items anyway if you're starting out. You're going to rank up fast. Again, the Naturalist, unless you have the Trader, don't get the Naturalist just yet. I use it to supercharge Trader just to get a lot of materials because, you know, some of the legendary animals on the low end give you like 20 or 30, but the high end you get like 60 plus, and so it's just really worth it for Trader. In terms of all that, you also have 40% off all of the collector roll items. You can get 40% off the metal detector, 40% off the shovel, and all the other items that come with it. And then finishing up here, you also get 30% off the bolt action rifle and the elephant rifle this week. The elephant rifle definitely is more of a novelty. It's just kind of fun to use. It's nothing that great. It's weird because the elephant rifle is meant to take down big game, but you end up just ruining the pelt anyway, unless it's a legendary. And if you try and take down a legendary animal with the elephant rifle, it's still not the best. You're just better off with a normal old shotgun. But the bolt action rifle, on the other hand, crispy hit detection, great weapon for hunting, great weapon for combat, both on NPCs and players in PvP. That's actually my go-to weapon in PvP, and it's also starting to be my go-to weapon in PvE as well. I like the ammos and repeaters, but I'm working on the 10,000 kills with the rifle award because I mostly use repeaters up until now on PC. So for the past year, I've kind of neglected the bolt action rifle, and now I'm getting back into it, so I highly recommend that. But with all that said, I mean, we kind of went over everything here. Bounty Hunters, 30% off any horse. If you complete a legendary bounty, you get 30% off any weapon. 5 gold bars off the Naturalist and the Collector. Gave you tips for both. 40% off collector roll items, and then 30% off the bolt action and the elephant rifles. Now, with all that being said, that's where we're going to wrap up the video. Hopefully you all enjoyed, and if you did, hopefully I earned your like on it. And of course, if you are new to my channel and want to stay up to date with all the best Red Dead Online and Rockstar Games content, consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out on a single thing, guys. We constantly talk about updates, news, information, tips, tricks, and even leaks. We'll keep you guys updated here on the channel daily, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you guys also want to follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, those are the best places to get connected with me outside of YouTube, and you're more than welcome to ask me any questions on there. You can follow me at Hazardous HDTV, and all of my social media links can be found in the description down below. With that being said, thank you all so much for watching, everybody. I have a fantastic couple of videos lined up for this weekend. You definitely want to stick around and hang out for those. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys in the next Red Dead Online video. Adios, amigos.